Let's see if this is any better. Nope. Yeah, not too worried about it. Like, we'll be back to, in just a couple minutes, we'll be back to when daylight starts happening. I think when we go to return home, we're just grabbing a car and towing it home. Let's make that a thing we do when we do these trips, is we grab at least a car and bring it back. Something else to get parts from, so we can keep having stuff to repair our vehicles with without having to make special trips for them. Normally I'd want to take the time down here to loot a bunch of weapons and everything out of the factory, but I don't think that's going to happen. Those back. I'll take these. Put these away. That away. Take this off. I'm pretty sure they have a thread combine mod. I thought they had one. I don't know what it's called because I've never used it, but I've heard a lot of people it's like, oh yeah, there's a mod to just make it so when you know, full thread, it keeps, using the current spool until it's full kind of thing. Where did you all come from? Okay, I figured it's locked, so I'm not going to worry about it. And go right back to banging away on it. The way I see it is we'll be back here later. Sooner or later they'll get through, and then we won't have to worry about it. I ain't gonna worry about the badge for a while. Gonna ignore it. Alright, that'd be the factor area. We've done a lap around. Yeah, so when we get back to the home base, fire truck here needs a repair. Clearly wasn't an accident. Very clearly was just regular wear and tear. Certainly did not hit a a light pole. There was a there. I was gonna say there's a second one that was over here. Yeah, if we do get the sirens working, like I said, I think what I'll do is my strategy for using the sirens once they're repaired is instead of like I've been using them where you see like I'll go to a location, sit the car down, turn on the sirens, kill whatever shakes out. I was making a habit is every time we do a return trip from anywhere, I'll run the sirens most of the way to draw all the zombies in from the woods and all that. And then when we go back out, we'll kill whatever shakes out. Then that should get a lot of the zombies out of these areas in between, gradually. Because they will make their ways back into the towns anyway, so might as well kill them. Thank you for the follow, Miss Bean 155. Welcome to the stream. And thank you for everyone who's been lurking, who's been chatting, who's been following, who's been doing the subscribes, the bits, the donuts, the host raids, all that good stuff. It all helps and I really do appreciate it. I do hope you have been enjoying the stream. I know the rolling around in the places we've already cleared and doing, basically cleanup isn't the exciting, smash a million zombies that we're used to, but is unfortunately part of the process of just the zombies do migrate. Occasionally they will migrate into places that we've already cleared, so we do need to make it a point once in a while to roll in behind and clean up whatever shows up. So that's what we're doing right now. There's the watch there. Thank you, I'm glad to hear that. I do enjoy providing the stream. Alright, got a bunch of zombies off both sides of the road. I don't like being that close to the trees, but with how much these trees have been growing in this area, it's not exactly like you get a lot of alternative options. I'm just gonna pull right up over here. You know, honestly, I don't feel like I need to worry about keeping them out of the road. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do like a lap through this area. Kill all the zombies we see. And so I'll go in one way and out a different way. So I won't even have to worry about running over corpses or anything. Nadine says, you drive slower than my grandma, so the corpses don't matter. I mean, you say that, but we have a clip of me rolling this very specific truck, going barely like 20. Like, we were crawling along and the truck just went... And I had to walk the entire way back to Ekron, on foot. Which is why I now have the station wagon staged there. Not only was it staged there so I don't have to do it again, it was also how we fixed our truck being tipped over. Besides, we all know Grandma has a lead foot. We've seen her. Just go flying by screaming, I got places to be. And she does like 55 in a school zone. Oh, I've known people like that. Yeah, Nazarian saying, my great-grandpa's vision was so bad he stopped at every red light just to see if anyone else was going. I genuinely, and I know this might be unpopular, I genuinely do think it should be a regular thing that every couple years you have to just re-up like your vision test, that kind of thing. Because I will tell you, one of the things that kind of scared me straight when it came to driving was my very first job. I was like bag boy at the grocery store, and I remember this poor little old lady who just could not fill out a check. She tried it with her glasses on, she tried it with it off, she's checking all the ranges, like she's doing everything to fill out her own check, and could not do it. So eventually she got fed up and left. When I say fed up and left, she got in her car and drove home. And that was a very sobering experience for me at an age where I was just starting to be able to legally drive. I'm like, if this lady can, like, there's just no way she can, like, with or without glasses, read a piece of paper. How on earth is she driving? And I know there's, like, nearsighted and farsighted and all that kind of stuff. I get it. But still. Like, and I get it's a difficult thing. Like, we're actually going through with my dad that it's gotten to the point where, you know, mayhaps he may not need to be driving as much, kind of thing. But yeah, it's difficult. Thank you for the follow. I'll have to read your name in a moment, as I got a zombie sneaking up behind me. This zombie was completely silent the entire time it snuck up behind me. Like, that was a sneaky zombie. Thank you for the follow. Sarth Ak Pale. I'm 99% sure I mispronounced that. But thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. If I did mispronounce it, which I'm pretty sure I did, just correct me and I will do my best to do better in the future. Thank you. Maybe the zombie was wearing sneakers, but chish. I'm not looking to like properly loot this house. I'm genuinely just popping in because we were low on water. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna grab a few things. Yeah, mostly I'm here to just go clean bandage. Yes. Drink. Fill empty bottle. I'm gonna go at the door. The door is just a safer way of doing this. Because, yeah, I try to avoid, especially in these long, like, if we're playing a short run or whatever. Yep. My sprint is 2. Sprint is my second lowest skill, I think. Third lowest skill. Cleaning bloody bandages in the sink feels so unsanitary. I mean, yeah, sinks are super gross. Yeah, recycling bandages feels wrong. Yep, but the classic standards change significantly in the Zomboid population. Alright, this place doesn't feel like fully repopulated, but there's definitely been some zombies have decided to move back in. I mean, that's what we anticipate, and that's why we're even here, is just we've been away a while. They decided to give themselves a new home. I mean, that's not like a 1%er kind of thing. Like, medically speaking, you don't want to reuse bandages. Like, I get if times are desperate and all that. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I guess I should also mention, like, the type of bandage. There's actual bandages designed specifically for purposes of being washed and reused kind of thing. Like, those usually aren't for, like, horrible open wounds or anything. Those are usually for, like, strapping a splint in place kind of bandages. There's a different material, like the gauze you'd put underneath that for a bad cut or something you don't reuse. Not normally. I guess I should be rephrasing that. It's not the bandage you're using, it's the wrapping. It's like, if you think about it, you know, the concern would be that you get some type of, like, bacteria or whatever on your bandage. And that maybe in your approach to try and clean it, you don't do a perfect job. Most likely, the type of bacteria you're going to see on said bandage is going to be something that enjoys the material it's currently in. In this case, you know, your blood. And if you reuse that bandage, one would assume you're putting it on a new wound. So now you're taking bacteria that likes blood of people and just, you know, slapping it right there, right over your fresh wound, just begging for infection. That poor church. Like, these houses are overgrown, but it's like, okay, they're just houses that are like a wooded area. And then there's the church. I'm like, nope, that's just that church has been reclaimed. Nature said it's mine. You can't have it. The parking lot is full of trees. The building area is full of trees. It is just vined and treed up. Yeah, Andrew Smirk says that sounds very similar to what you might actually do if you were trying to, you know, deliberately spread bloodborne disease. Yep. Like, there's a reason we have biohazard containers that's like, this is used, like, on people. Goes into special trash. The risk is just way too high. But again, zombie apocalypse, your standards are different. Starving people get to be a little less picky about what food they ate. People who need medical attention and lack supplies get to be a little bit less picky about what medical supplies they use. You make do with whatever you got. That said, what I think is going to happen with Riverside when it comes to clearing is this area in the far west will probably see a decent number of zombies, and the area in the far east will probably see a decent number of zombies. I think the middle part of the city will probably like, there'll be some there. There'll be like stragglers that, you know, wandered out with maybe the occasional horde that managed to get that far. But I think it'll be the edges of town that we'll see the most zombies in. Shock Trooper saying, ripping up zombies' bloody clothes, then washing them in the toilet before use as bandages. Yep, pretty much sums up. Like, honestly, with a lot of the injuries that happen in Project Zomboid and that, I genuinely think for, like, scratches and that, I probably wouldn't even cover them up. I'd be like, you know, this is safer. Unless I can go, like, into some cabinet and find some, like, old linen sheets that not, you know, very clearly not freshly been on a body and bloodied. Like, that kind of stuff I'd certainly use. But, like, tearing up clothes and all, like, nah. Nah, we're good. Okay. You know, I'm not gonna sleep in the car right here. I said, it's like, I'll sleep in the car. It's like, I would not say it's a safe place. We heard a zombie banging around in here. Okay, so we're in the bedroom. Oh, there's a window right here. I saw him through the window. Jump scare sound. Jump scare sound. Or not. I'll probably bang in the back door. We'll deal with that in a minute. Jump scare sound. Not this time, I guess. And jump scare sound. Again, guess not. Ninja Smirk says, why are we in a house? Because we're sleepy. And there's a bed. And we're sleepy.